start off, introduce yourselves.
Edson Soriano, marketing, oh my God.
Managing director of Parallel 42.
It's been a long day. Edson Soriano, managing director.
Yeah, it's true.
Managing director, Parallel 42, Edson Soriano.
I'm Kevin, technical director. Basically build the UI stuff for Camp Out, for Flow, for Chase Plane, for the immersion packs, for what else? I guess that's it.
So tell us about what you guys got going on in the booth.
Showcasing what we already have out, but then we do have a little secret thing that was unannounced that we're showcasing at one of these machines, and it is what we call the Juice Goose. And the Juice Goose kind of completes a little bit of an ecosystem for us of working add-ons that exist on the ground. I think that we often think about flight sim from up above, right? And we complain about, these clouds that are inaccurate, these things that are inaccurate, but we have not really fully appreciated the beauty that we have on the ground, right? It's something we've never been able to celebrate. Like, it's never existed like it exists today. Blades of grass, like, who would have thought? Once we started feeling that vibe on the ground and hearing the soundscape that the sim has, that many people don't know the sim has, crickets at night, etc., we knew we needed to kind of like leverage that a bit. So we started building small scenes, and these small scenes are bush strips and campsites, and then we have the Camp Out add-on to kind of pad that, lets you have these experiences. We have the bush plane, obviously the Fox. And the next thing in that ecosystem is the Juice Goose, which is an all-electric UTV vehicle, right? So like an off-road vehicle. So whether you're going over, some of the best, terrain in the sim rendered in the highest fidelity, or whether you just encounter one of those Asobo tile cracks where the elevation is like completely whack, it won't stop this thing. It's a lot of fun, and it really does turn the sim a little bit into an off-road driving simulator. So we can already see the potential of something like this with a group of friends and just cruising throughout the world and enjoying it from the ground. It's really unique. The Juice Goose, we expect it to come out sometime this year.
Yeah, we've been playing with it for, 2 weeks now? 3 weeks?
About 2 weeks getting everything refined for the show.
Yeah, and we still have a lot of tuning to do in front of that, but it's already a lot of fun. Like, when we're developing in the middle of the sand dunes, like he's just driving around testing things, trying to break it. And
every coil in the suspension contracts, expands.
It's so easy to forget you're in a flight sim.
It's incredibly easy to forget, and that's what's cool.
Yeah.
That's what's cool.
It's like Forza, but with unlimited boundaries, right? It's
in real-time distances. I drove 2 hours out into the desert the other day, just jamming the music.
That's fun.
All right. Well, so if someone were to give you a blank check, what are you going to develop?
Chase plane. It's got to be Chase plane.
Chase plane?
Chase plane.
Something new.
Something new. Oh, this is a smooth way to get one of our internal ideas out.
That's a good question, man. Would it be an airplane or an airport? Or something completely off?
I almost feel like it would be something completely off.
Yeah. That's tradition for us, right?
Yeah, just some other experience. And I mean, it can't come to mind. So, oddly enough, some of the things may have been shown in the 2024 trailers, right? Like, we methodically wait with things, and then you see them in a trailer and you're like, they're doing skydiving, right?
Yeah.
Some of those things may have been mentioned there, but like, we're big on activities, we're big on purpose. So we'd probably have to come up with something they haven't thought of covering in 2024 now, and build something like that.
Sky Park.
Yeah, or just elaborate on Sky Park even further. Like, if I had all the money, it'd probably be dumping it into Sky Park even further.
Get a team of 20 and build Sky Park.
Yes.
Yeah, as much as possible. Oh, yeah.
What did you guys feel of the 2024 announcement?
I'll give you the best answer I gave a fellow developer when they said, "What the hell?" They said, "What the hell? What do you see?" And I said, "Job security." Right? Like, that's the reality of it. Like, as a development house, we must embrace the future. And I know that it's hard for consumers to accept that, but I mean, bro, are you playing Madden 2009 or are you playing Madden 2024, right? Like, you really have to think about, like, the title of Microsoft flight simulator is what's being maintained into the whatever year's promised. It's not the version, which is 2020. It's 2023 now, and we're playing a 2020 title. I mean, it's time to advance forward. For us, there are no hurdles, so we're just ready for the challenges in front of us. I mean, it's job security. Give us more challenges, we'll develop more cool stuff. We did all of what we've done with 2020. I can't imagine what we'll do with 2024.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's basically what it is. Yeah, it's an opportunity. I see it as an opportunity for Asobo to fix the things that were not able to be fixed with 2020, and put that in the new version. And it's going to be, I think, a good thing for developers and customers. I like for sure.
Here's a fun one. What do you guys remember your first flight sim experience and how that grew to how it became today? Your passion and everything.
Yeah. I was in South America, and my cousin took me to the open air market, and we bought a bootleg copy of Microsoft Flight Sim and a DVD full of add-ons. And at the time, oddly enough, a lot of them were Orbex add-ons. It was like an Orbex library on DVD, and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, but like, you know, it's South America. You can't go outside and buy the new Taylor Swift CD anywhere. There is no store that carries that, right? Like that whole world functions, you know, in underground like that. Went home, installed it, and had this really crappy joystick. But it was the most incredible thing I ever, you know, experience, and I kept finding reasons to go back to that cousin's house to experience it time and time again. And when I got home, I mean, it flourished, right? It was just, I built my own PC and, you know, got that installed. So it started abroad, oddly enough.
Well, I guess it was similar, because for me, it was my dad going to the library and then renting the Microsoft Flight Sim 2000 CDs. And he copied it for me, right? So it turned into a bootleg. And then I was playing this, I remember the first time I launched it, and the first thing I flew was the Concorde out of Paris. And I had no idea how the camera worked, how the system worked. All I could do is just full power and hope for the best, and just try to take off with that Concorde. That was the first experience, and then it was flying 737s out of Makesfield and trying to take off before the end of the runway in the water. That was my first experience, and then it just kept going from 2000 to today. So I guess it's been 23 years. Time flies, man. Time flies.
Great question. Everybody starts somewhere. I had a conversation with our friends at Coronado. They started with a livery. Coronado, with the portfolio of planes that they have, started with a livery, and it was one of them did the livery for his grandfather's plane that he used to take him up in as a kid, and next thing you know, a portfolio of planes.
Yeah.
I'll go back to what we had discussion before. What do you like seeing at the show?
So I said it in another interview, but I'm going to stick to it. Youth.
Youth? Oh.
Youth.
Yeah.
Kids. The number of kids here is incredible, and I think it falls back onto the 2024 statement. Like, what do you see? Job security. Like, they are the future of flight simulation. I understand that a lot of the advanced people might look at, a lot of our newcomer friends in the Xbox world and whatever as noobs or, whatever, gamers. But let's be real, like, all those advanced simmers, flight planning for 4 hours, using Navigrav before even taking off, like, they started off somewhere too. Like, we have to give respect to like where people are starting. And to see our booth filled with kids the other day, it was 4 kids sitting there at these machines. Like, that's the future. All they need to do is ask for a $400 Xbox for Christmas, and that's it. They're gonna be here exhibiting one day. Like, it's mind-blowing how many kids are here. It's beautiful to see. Beautiful to see.
This show is smaller than it's going to be next year and all the years to come.
That's crazy.
Right? Think about that.
Where do you want it to be held next year?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Still hot? Still a hot place?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is hot, and there's a lot more room, because the thing is, right now we filled 2 hangars, right?
Yeah.
Next year it's got to be 3.
Las Vegas.
It's got to be
Just
3.
keep it there. International travel is easy and cheap. Lodging is cheap and plentiful. Entertainment is there. Restaurants are there. Hotels are all built to accommodate large conventions. Las Vegas.
It's the place.
Just center it.
I told them they should do it in the Boeing factory in Seattle.
We'd have enough space there for sure.
We could fill that.
In the decommissioned 747.
Oh, we could. That would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Any last things you guys want to shout out, say?
Check out parallel42.com. Consider buying direct. It supports us and puts smiles on our faces, and we appreciate everybody that has already. So
Yeah.